what is up? It's Hobo Dino, and today we're going to start our new series, How to Play on Overwatch, and today we're doing some D.Va. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little breakdown in the practice range of all of her abilities and her ultimate, and then once that is done, we're going to show some clips from Twitch, where you'll be able to see these at twitch.tv/HoboDino live, and then what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to break these clips down from the good and bad, make sure that you see exactly how I play D.Va. Obviously these are how I play her. If you think I could do any better, just let me know in the comments down below. So now, let's get into it.
A few moments later.
So I want to start a bit with D.Va's abilities. You can see here, you've got your fusion cannons, which you're shooting with a mech, the light gun when she's out of mech. You've got a little bit of self-destruct, call mech, and then you've got boosters, fly around, defense matrix with a little bit of the defense matrix. And then you've got the micro missiles. Now passives look like you've got her destroyed eject. She comes out in a little body, and then she has the roll tank passive. So if we pick her, you see movement, she's in a mech, she's quite fast. Sort of tank. You can fly up to places with a left shift there and fly around 360 degrees, get up into the high places. That's not how you sort of want to play. You want to play so you can fly into people like that. And you see a sort of booped tracer there, which is nice. You can boop without shooting. That sort of does a little bit of damage right there, which is pretty nice. And then you can shoot and boop. Shooting and booping is pretty good for damage, getting close up with the squishies. You sort of see here the spread that she has. Far away, it's very far, very spread. You get a bit closer, that spread comes a lot closer, a lot more condensed with people in there. And then once, so that's sort of an indication of, get a little close to people. She's definitely a dive tank. You can see here the amount of damage that you can do 10 meters away right now. You see not much damage. It does quite a bit of damage if you hit everything. You see you sort of get hit markers on the headshots there, but a lot closer. Death's a lot quicker. Yeah, so that's them basics, and then on to the next one.
A few moments later.
Right, so we have a matrix and combos coming up right now. You can see you've got a little fusion cannons there. Does quite a lot of damage close up by itself, but you can sort of mix together. So you can shoot those matrix missiles, and then once you've shot those matrix missiles, you can sort of dash at the same time as doing them. So you sort of chain together these movements to be able to get a lot of burst damage in there. And on them squishies, you're going to take them out pretty damn quick. And so if we go over, you can see here we've got the defense matrix. The defense matrix is pretty easy. You just put it up. It blocks any sort of bullet damage. It can't block any sort of lasers or anything like that. So Zarya, Symmetra, those sort of people, you're not able to block those, but you're able to use the matrix and the boosters at the same time. This sort of helps you close distance with the enemy and sort of make sure that you're at full health when you are really close up to those heroes. You're able to obviously use all three of these cooldowns at the same time: missiles, boosters and matrix, which is pretty nice.
A few moments later.
So I want to start with her ultimate again. It's quite a good ultimate to use, as you can see here. It's sort of really good at zoning people out. So it has a little boom in a surface area where it does a lot of damage, and then further out it does less damage. You'll see this on the enemy team where you are red, exclamation mark, or orange. Here's just another example. You can see higher up, it still hits them down below. Obviously with that sort of sphere of effect, that will likely do less. As you see here, the eject or the remech there on Tracer does damage. I believe it does 250 damage. It's a nice cheeky way of getting a kill if you're able to do it, but I don't recommend doing it often. As you can see here, you can do it straight in a line. It sort of follows the momentum that you do forward. Once again, getting the surface area. You can do this in like little tight corridors and stuff. Put it over a wall or over a bridge to make sure people don't know the direction, and then that's it for the little breakdown. So now I want to sort of do a few little clips from my stream and break down these. So you can see here I've sort of eaten that Moira's orb there to stop the damage for the rest of the team. You see here the Doomfist, very aggressive on the team, just pushing, using abilities. I saw that he was half health there and he was blocking. Just trying my best. You see here Symmetra turret trying to flank, fake flank. But you know, you want to stop the flank, sort of keep your healers up to date. Don't try and push in here on this map. Sort of Havana is quite an open map. You sort of don't want to. You see here, you know, we're sort of making sure that the flankers are sorted with Doomfist here around the back. Just straight in. His team isn't there. You see him low. He's on the block. Just try and focus that kill. So you can see I focus, but it's not exactly, didn't get the kill there. I just try and stall out, try and get back to the team. I did quite nicely there. And sort of just reset, make sure that people aren't exactly getting messed with in the back. You see here sort of just grinding away at my ult, getting around to about 80% right now. Is Symmetra trying to go for the flank again. This time she actually goes for it and she's just by herself. But you see you can't block it, so I'm not using my defense matrix. And that's sort of an easy kill right there. And I'm back with the team. See the Sojourn getting low there. Doomfist once again, just coming in, absolutely getting obliterated. Using the ult, see that there's a few in there. There's not really many places that can hide there, so that's quite nice to use it there. And you can sort of see just resetting, making sure people aren't free. And yeah, I think that's about it for this one. So for this one, with Rialto, you see the Lucio overextending. Get a nice little hack there. Try and just push, get that kill. Nice that he can't use his ult there, which is very nice. Rialto, it's quite an open map once again, like Havana. You see, just pushing, because I see there's no tank about. I believe we killed the tank here already. Just getting the stragglers. And he is the Sigma, right on time. Just sort of pushing, he's made a kill there on the Moira, which is kind of sad. I didn't really notice at the time. It was the Moira, less healing. There's the Lucio ult. At this point, I should really be sort of pushing back, helping out the Zen. Get there a little bit too late. You know, Cassidy here, he's on full health, gets hacked, boom, down. You see here a very big plan here. Remech, just straight away. I'm about to get out my mech, 0 health. Just remech, get full health. At this point, I know there's no healers, but I still push because I'm a little silly. You see here, Sigma's low. He ults. I try and boost out the ult. I don't, unfortunately. Just get all the cooldowns on me. Luckily, team's behind me. Get those kills there. You see, there's still a few errors in this. Sort of don't need to push in. I see Sombra engage. Full straight in 100%. All cooldowns right in there, which is nice. You know, we see there someone getting flamed in the chat for the amount of healing they're doing. It's kind of sad how Overwatch is. But you see, just sort of relentless pushing, you know, the trickling in, trying to make sure that they get their kills. They're not really playing as a team, and when they do, you know, eating cooldowns, see their magnetic grenade just absolutely eaten up. I believe this was done before the changes. But yeah, I think this is all for this clip. So if we move on to the next one, I'll show you a few little more tips and tricks. So for this one, I thought I'd play a little bit of D.Va on New Queen Street. It's right at the start of the game, as you see, we're 40 seconds in. I believe we sort of won one fight a little bit, killed a couple, sort of pushing right in. Don't see a tank. And then I see all these cooldowns getting done, purpled. Sort of want to push but can't because their spawns are up there. I see these grenades coming in here. Oh, bloody Xayah. You know, counter watch. You see Xayah's a big giant counter to D.Va. Sort of push in, try and see if I can egg them on. I can't block anything, but I'm sort of trying to. I get ult, use it straight away because I know the Xayah's there. And I think to myself, do I just keep playing D.Va, try and change? But nah, I changed straight to Xayah. Sort of make sure that we're on the same page here. Was it to Xayah? Yeah, it was to Xayah. There we go. I think, you know, you've just got to make sure that you know when to change, when to swap. Make sure you know your limits. And here's a nice little one as well on Havana. I believe this was earlier in the game. You see Moira pushing in, yeah, Doomfist coming in here again. Yeah, so this is continuation from the game. Just sort of recouping health, knowing that there's no need to push. They've got 3 on the point here, 2 on the point. They're pushing in, so you sort of play nice and safe. And then see a pick on the Moira. Doomfist really low. Just take him out. He's by himself, no healers there. Helping out the team here, making sure I know the dive. Everything, making sure that Symmetra's sat back into spawn. And then we have a little wait here coming in. Just a nice little reset, making sure all the flanks are sorted. Once all the flanks are sorted, you can see here, get a little lazy, get punched by the Doomfist. He's blocking again, but he's just pushing by himself, half health, no need at all. You just try and finish him off even though he's blocking. Try and make sure here I get the high ground. See Sojourn really low, finish her off. Moira not healing, as always. You see Symmetra's used her ult, and yet people still pushing in through past it. Sort of pushing, making sure that Doomfist can't attack people. He gets quite a few kills here. I'll get Nana boosted, but it's a lost fight here at this point. Sort of trying to make sure that I stall the point, try and get a few stragglers. Making sure that the point is lost when I actually pull out. So we have the next point here. We're on Watch Point Gibraltar. Making sure we're keeping this high ground. They've got an Arissa, so I'm a sort of soft counter to Arissa. Just sort of pushing the point, making sure they fall down. Once they fall down, straight up into that top, making sure Lifeweaver doesn't get an inch of space. Luckily, he has his ult for their team. Pushing right back up with the team, waiting this one out. Yep. There in the stream, I said, waiting for this tree if I can come down. As you know, it's just a waiting game at that point. The tree is quite strong in sustainability for the other team. This Arissa's up there. The only way she can come back down is fall down, and once she's down, I know that there's no pressure on our team. So then I keep pushing, make sure Kira quads are teleport are gone. Immortality Field comes out, saves me a little bit there. Lifeweaver goes. I have my ult again. Use it. Refresh my mech. That's pretty much all you're going to use D.Va's ult for, unless the team's a bit silly. And just finishing off the fight here, Arissa doesn't notice that the fight's pretty much done. And then we get the point. It's easy peasy. Just getting the stragglers, making sure they're stalled. And once they're stalled, it's easy enough. Just regroup on the point. And then here on this last clip, we have a little stall end of point game here. We've got a minute left, sort of cleaning up, which is nice. Once we've cleaned up here, people using ults for no reason. When the team has lost the fight, that's quick play for you. So then what we do, sort of regroup, make sure we've pushed back. Once we have pushed back, we're then able to regroup with the team pushing again. As you can see, 45 seconds. There's enough time for one more fight. Sort of make sure this Doomfist uses his cooldowns before, making sure he uses them on me instead of the little squishy DPS or healers. You can see here they're sort of pushing. Remech again. Use my ult. Low health. About to get demeched there anyway. And you see Hanzo completely takes out one of our teammates. You see last 3 here on the point. Sort of playing corners. I know that we're a man down. Don't have to push. May uses a nice little ult. Hanzo gets down. Torb pushing the Torb here for no reason except for the fact that Moira's used her ult there. And then you see Straggler Moira on the point for the enemy team. They're sort of just going to stall this out for a little bit, making sure that they sort of have a little overtime. Torb used his ult there. I tried to block it, I believe. GG, a little bit too early. Sombra comes in, easy enough finish. And then that's pretty much the game set. There we go. And that's every clip and the breakdown for D.Va. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Well, if you have any more questions, just be sure to ask in the comments below. I know it's a very quick sort of breakdown for D.Va. This is the first in the series, so I'm hoping that I develop as we go. First proper YouTube channel edited. Let me know if you enjoyed the way it's edited and stuff like that. So make sure you tune in for the next one. We're going through all the tanks. It's going to be a fun time. So make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure that you're here for the next one.